boxing news, and I am live for Rodriguez versus Edwards, and I am watching McGraw versus O'Quinn as of right now, and it's a nice little scrap though. For hold on a second. Fuck you, Steve Harvey, cocksucker. Okay. So I am watching O'Quinn and McCraw right now. They're on the undercard of this show. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but I'm glad I did because right now I think it's McCraw. McCraw is waxing O'Quinn right now. You can tell there's levels to this shit. That's a reason why. There's a reason why. This is round 2. O'Quinn's in the corner, and I know the footwork is giving him problems. He slapped a left hook. He needs to adjust his left hook, O'Quinn, if he needs to land something, because he has to do something to keep McGraw off of him. McGraw is like, bip, 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 bip. Junto Coto. ¿Qué tal? Wepa Kurt from Philly. This is Philly in the house. Yeah, man, Philadelphia. Oh. He got a couple body shots in. O'Quinn. Mike Bedroza. Sonny Edwards and Rodriguez, man. Rodriguez versus Edwards. And, I don't know these fighters, so I guess we're learning them together. I know nothing of these guys at all. Because, like, besides Inui. Oh, good left. Okay, was that... Oh, yeah, that was a knockdown. Straight left, but it was almost like a push. It could have been deemed as a flash knockdown, but the way it landed, it was a good right punch, good right hook from McGraw. Another straight left from McGraw. This might not last, and this is supposed to be 10 rounds. Ooh, good left uppercut by McGraw. McGraw's cagey, though. He eats another left. He didn't have a lot of mustard on that punch. He caught him at the end, but good right hook. Good counter left from McGraw. Damn, he's eating O'Quinn up. This shit's getting embarrassing. Ooh, good straight left. Ooh, another left from McCraw. That hurt him. That hurt O'Quinn. What's the tell of the tape? Well, tell of the tape, these are smaller guys. I think this is flyweight, I believe. Hold on a second. Sponsored by AutoZone. Yeah, okay. He hit him with a right hook. Yeah, that wasn't a punch. I knew he fell off. He fell on his ass. No, see, he was they was spinning out, and he hit with a right, and his left foot got caught behind McGraw's right foot, and he he slipped off of it. That's all that was. Ooh, good body punch from McGraw. You know, when I was younger, I used to love smaller weight classes, like because those guys, they could, they're more athletic, they're more flexible. It seems like they have more energy. They're smaller, they can do more, and it was crazy because you see these guys taking all types of punches. Little did I know, though, what I didn't really realize until I was older and I got more mature, that these guys took more punishment. You know, I'm picking Parker over Wilder. I feel Wilder is on his way to voluntary retirement. Well, I don't know, man. I'm actually this weekend tomorrow. I am doing a. I've been looking at Jarrell Miller. I've been looking at Daniel Dubois. I was watching Otto Wallin fight early today. Ooh, good right hook by McGraw. And I'll give my breakdown, because I want to do it fairly. But one thing I want to do, I want to be realistic about it. See, we can only go about the last performance that these fighters have or had. So, I'm looking at the last two. Like, look at Joshua. The reason why Joshua is being shitted on really this year is simply because his performances haven't been stellar. They haven't been what we've accustomed to seeing. They haven't been like a Povetkin fight or a Pulev knockout, even. And that was his, well, I was going to say that was his last knockout, but that was his last knockout prior to stopping and knocking out Hellenius. But even in the Hellenius fight, I think if anything, um, those guys, man, are um, just as good as their last performance. No way Wilder's going to knock Parker out in 3 rounds. No, it's going to be later than that. I hope so. Because, see, here's the thing. It's not about Wilder winning or losing. It's about him learning. It's about him getting rounds. See, if you care for a fighter, if you care for the livelihood and the progression of a fighter, which I've always cared for Wilder's progression, because look, we've already seen levels to Wilder and what he could do versus what he couldn't. Hell, I seen um just yesterday, I seen Wilder Fury 3. And that was actually the last real fight he was in. But we seen so many flaws for what he was just throwing punches, and then he would stand up with no fucking guard, no defense at all, no head movement at all. So you got to ask yourself, it's like, well, damn, dude, what were you really doing? And then you see the partial round where he knocked out Hellenius. Look, down he goes again. There he goes. He gets knocked down again. O'Quinn. Bars. Mike Pedroza, you never know. It's looking sunny in Arizona. Wallin gonna beat Joshua. Watch, I called it first, Mike Pedroza. Well, I've seen and I looked at his last fight. Okay, his last fight was against Gassiev, and it was a close fight. But I will tell you this, Mike. If Joshua gets beat by Otto Wallin, two things are apparent. One, he's done. Two, he is definitely, definitely a southpaw is the guy that's his foil. You know what I mean? He's not good at southpaws. So you can chop and like you can look at that Charles Martin fight all day long, but he's not that dude. And he definitely look, you can assume it all at that point because he looked good against Charles Martin. You know, he Charles really couldn't get anything off. He really couldn't get in the inside. You know, Joshua was really good at counters, and he was good at counters to a point where he knew exactly what to do with Charles Martin. That as opposed to someone like Usyk, the 2 fights, the 24 rounds with him, and if he gets beat by Otto Eileen, it would be because he got battered and don't have an answer for it, and that means that this motherfucker has totally forgot how to fight. That's what it means. Because that shit, what he did against Charles Martin, he forgot how to do. So if he got in a situation or he got a point in his career where he no longer knows how to respond or he doesn't know how to appropriately take action when it's time to take action in certain parts in a fight, when people do certain things and moves and responses, he's done. He's absolutely finished. There will be no huge fight with Wilder, and you know who would really get shit on the most, and you know that really be like, aha. You know who that would be? That would be Deontay Wilder, because that means Deontay Wilder is the only guy that didn't really get paid the way he's supposed to. Usyk got his millions. Fury got his millions from ESPN, right? But Wilder, he skipped the bag. He skipped the opportunity to fight Joshua because he thought that it was going to be more down the line, which in what we know about boxing is sometimes you don't get that opportunity again. You don't get that opportunity back to do something that you once upon a time did. Ask Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller may not ever get that chance back. He may not ever get $7 to $8 million like all these other fighters who've been blessed with. He may not ever get that again. You know what I mean? But I do understand why Jarrell Miller is doing what he feels he needs to do in order to get back where he almost was. And he's damn near there. He's probably about halfway of where he was before he landed that jackpot, that lottery ticket against Anthony Joshua. Okay? No way, Kurt. As soon as Wilder connects with the right hand, it's over. Parker gonna fold. Well, Mike Bedroza, if Parker folds from the right hand, two things will come to mind, okay? One, Wilder is a knockout puncher or he is a heavy puncher. Two, there is a chance that Joseph Parker, though, is damaged from the beatdown he took from Joe Joyce. See, understand something. Joseph Parker, I think, identifies with Deontay Wilder. Why? Because both of those guys, not only did they get knocked out, they got beat up and they got knocked out. Okay? That's two different things. One thing, you just get caught. Bow! That's one thing. But it's another thing when you get beat up. You get beat from pillar to post to pillar to post, right? Then you get knocked out. The knockout then is the aggravating accent on the fight. Okay, so not only did you take damage round after round, you got knocked out in the process. So being knocked out, okay, by itself, it's not too bad. You know, you could get hit with something in the back of your head at work or whatever, and you may have a mild concussion, which those are bad. Okay, I'm not saying it's nothing good about getting knocked out. What I'm saying is that's a different ballpark versus when you do get beat up round after round, then eventually get knocked out. Parker and Wilder share that in common. So before we start talking about what Wilder will do, we have to understand that both of these guys may very well be damaged. Yeah, they very well may be damaged fighters. And I think at this point, they're looking at it like, okay, Quinn's getting his ass beat, bro. His right eye starting to swell from that right hook. He's starting to try to throw punches to the body, but they're not enough. Matter of fact, he's bleeding right now. Yeah, I don't know if they clash heads or whatever, but he's getting work, okay? He's getting worked. All right. Now, back to what I was saying. The question is, how damaged are both of these guys? Did Joe Joyce do such a damage on Joseph Parker versus Tyson Fury doing the damage on Wilder. So we're looking at two guys that share similar experiences on the way they were defeated. Okay. Even though Wilder has the equalizer, the power, or whatever you want to call it, he still got beat the fuck up. He dropped Fury twice. He showed heart, but so did Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker didn't go out like a bitch. He didn't go out like a bitch. He went out like a person that was actually trying to win. And in fact, in the 10th round, right? In the 10th round, he threw a quadruple left hook. Back, 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 back. That was the Roy Jones Jr. signature shot. You guys must have forgot. Bars. He did that shit. And I was like, wow. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What did I just see? Hold on, hold on. Check this shit out. O'Quinn has been down twice. Oh my God. Now look. This is the reason I love boxing people. McGraw. Look. Look, he's getting tattooed. Listen, McGraw's getting tattooed. Now, as I'm talking about damage, look, O'Quinn is taking a lot of damage. Okay? He's taking a lot of damage. But get this. He's getting beat up. He's bleeding on the left brow of his eye. Okay, the left side of his eye. And watch this. Boom! Wait. And you're thinking, okay, McGraw is just beating this guy. You know, okay, it's happening that way. Now, get this. Get this, though. Watch this shit here. Watch this shit here. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, so the timing's been off from O'Quinn. Oh! Right hand lands, knocks O'Quinn. McCraw. Knocks McCraw out cold. Caught this boy with a straight right. The undefeated 9-0 with 5 KOs. Now 9-1 with 5 KOs. He's out cold, bro. He doesn't even know where he is. Bro, he's done. Look at him. Look at this shit. And he's like, I told y'all. Now, you know, he got to vent out that negative energy. He got to vent out the doubters. He got to vent out the fact that people didn't believe he was going to be victorious. He bent down twice. His left eyelid is split. You know, I don't know if that was from a headbutt or from a punch, right? Parker a small heavyweight. 6'4", 230 pounds is not a small heavyweight, bro. Let's get out of this shit with small heavyweight. A heavyweight is a heavyweight. That's why I don't agree with the super cruiserweight or bridgerweight bullshit. If you're a heavyweight, you're a heavyweight. That's it. Joshua may be remembered how to dog it out. It's something in his demeanor as a pressure. No, I mean, you know, I think at this point, look, with Joshua and Otto Eileen, the reason why I say if Joshua gets beat by Otto Eileen, if he gets beat, I don't care how he gets beat. If he gets beat in a drug out battle with Otto Eileen, and I think Otto Eileen wants a replay of how he fought Tyson Fury because he feels like, look, I went 12 rounds with Tyson Fury, okay? And I understand that. And he showed he got the dog in him. He showed, hey, fuck you. It's tough people from Sweden. He showed that, hey, I'm undefeated and there's a reason why, you know, I am where I'm at right now. And I showed you, you know, hey, who I am. Watch out for Wallin. Look at this. And he got caught and boom! Motherfucker had his guard down. That's why, people, you don't play boxing. This guy's out cold. Look at this. Look at this. Watch. Look at that. Done. Look at that. He's done. Look at him. He is done, folks. Boom! He is over with. He is over with. That's it. There is no count. There is no count needed. Why? Because he took a shot because he was so busy with offense. He was so busy with offense to the point he forgot defense. Now, this should be Fatality. Junto. Junto. Yeah, he went junto with that fucking mano para su cara. Yeah. It was over. And he feels like a fucking dipshit. And he should. And he should learn. Like, yo, there are some times and there are some people and look, he's still talking shit. Watch him. He's like, chill, 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 chill. I told y'all, motherfuckers. What's up? Detroit in the building. Just the two of us. Ya tú sabes, sí. Yo conozco. El criado de este mano. Yo el criado de este mano. Go knockout. That's what happened. Junto Coro. That's it. And I know he feels like a dumb dipshit because he had that fight in the bag. You know, he looks bigger. He looks stronger. This guy looks like he just came off the block. You know, oh, they loving it. And I know that was his family. He had like 3 dudes. 2, I think his dad, his brother, maybe a cousin. You know what I mean? 17, 1, 1, and 9. Jericho O'Quinn, winner by KO. Round 5. Listen, that's how it's done. That's why you don't play boxing right there. That's why you don't play boxing right there, people. Okay? That's why you don't. Okay? Right there. Hold on just a second. On that note, hold on just a second. So, yeah. Oh, hold on, hold on. Congratulations, Rico. Guys. Well, Barry. It almost looked like he pissed Jericho off. He was just doing all this little cutesy Lomachenko shit and pivoting and moving and slipping and ducking and grooving. And then all of a sudden, bah! Yeah, that was shitty. But I told you guys that first knockdown, though, the first knockdown, he's still talking shit. You know, on a higher level, it reminded me of the 4th fight between one. Yeah, look, he got his ass nailed. He got nailed, man. That was a wrap. That's what's supposed to happen, though. You know, see, this is what happens. You fuck around and you find out. Kurt, are you an excellent boxer, commentator, color analyst for boxing? You are. Oh, thank you. Well, I think most importantly, I love it. And see, I don't know anything about these guys. Rodriguez has just entered the ring. Okay, that's Sonny Edwards. Lady Sean din dum some. Lady Sean done. Lady Sean, what's going on? Counterpunch to you. Quad life in the building. CP to you, bro. CPU to you too. Gray Loesch, I would be wankered if I drank beer with a chaser. Oh, no, man, this is actually kind of like a toddy. This is more like whiskey with lemon in it. So it doesn't give you the real same effect because, you squeeze that vitamin C in there. It's kind of like fusion because, whiskey keeps you warm. You ever seen a wino with a cold? No, I haven't. Hey, what's going on, man? It's 100, it's 30 below. Pulev beats Wazik yesterday, and he is in the top 10 in box rec against. He is the number 11. Okay, good. Listen, you have guys like, and this is what I want to say about guys like Pulev. Guys like Pulev, okay? Pulev, Povetkin. Who else is in there? Those two guys these are Joshua / Klitschko opponents. Pulev versus King Kong. Why not? Yeah, why not? I think King Kong will be for that. And I'll talk about King Kong and I'll talk about Brother Luis in a minute. But King Kong, man, like King Kong is but I'm sorry. Povetkin and Pulev, those guys are really they really kept one loss for a long time. Okay. You look at Povetkin. Povetkin fought Joshua in 2018. That was his second loss. Okay. And then get this. He fought again the year after. Okay. He then fought Michael Hunter and got a draw, if you guys remember that. Because he hurt Hunter and then Hunter came back on his ass. It's just Hunter doesn't have that firepower. Povetkin's hands, he has some heavy hands. Okay. Then the next year, he knocked out who? Dillian White. So then he catches COVID. He's already old as fuck with still 2 losses and that draw. Then he finally loses to Dillian White because I guess Dillian White had to feel like, look, I gotta get this mother sucker back. Okay, well, understand the Povetkin that knocked out Dillian White will never see again. You didn't see that Povetkin that knocked out Dillian White in the second fight. Bars. You didn't see that. Okay. And whereas Pulev was a guy, he fought Derek Chisora. I think that was a good fight. That could have went either way, though. But he was another guy that got destroyed by Vladimir, just like Povetkin got beat by Vladimir. But both of those guys only had one loss, and it was to supreme opposition. Okay, that's why I think it was so important for Deontay Wilder to fight him and didn't fight him. See, that was a fight that should have happened that never happened. So we'll never know the outcome because when Deontay Wilder was going to fight Povetkin, the former WBA heavyweight champion, and all the drug shit, he had it in his system, but it was legal. Then it wasn't legal. Then he still had it in his system. You guys have to remember that. I remember that shit, quite well. And what I can remember, one sued one, and then Team Povetkin sued Team Wilder, and it was a shit show. It was a shit show. J_Mac Kid, counterpunch to you. I think Chisora versus Ortiz would be entertaining as hell. Chisora versus Ortiz would be good. I think those guys should fight, and I do think those guys, hold on that note.
The sun is rising, and the biggest names in boxing. Joshua versus Wallin. Wilder versus Parker. Headline a history-making boxing card. Where's the furnace of fight night? Reckoning is in the ring. Live on the Zone pay-per-view, December 23rd. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Okay, so I had to look at that. I had to unmute that for a second. But no, guys, I think looking at the resume of and looking at Pulev and Povetkin, those guys were pretty good. They weren't the best, but they were up there. Okay. and they kind of exceeded from the rest. Bars. Um, I would like Pulev versus Hergovic because Hergovic had beef with Pulev in 2017, and Pulev worked pretty good yesterday. He knocked down his opponent twice. But he survived, but looked pretty well. Pulev. You understand, dude? Pulev is fuck my age. Dude's old, bro. Pulev was like 38 or 39 when he fought Joshua. That shit was 3 years ago. Love watching full heavyweight cards. One of the pay-per-views I buy reminds me of the 90s Don King era. Hey, bro, what's the main event? When's the main event? I'm not really sure, man. I don't know much about this card. They were promoting the hell out of it last weekend because, last weekend we had the pay-per-view shit with Prograde and Haney. And man, Haney did a good job, man. I take my hat off to Haney. Is he the most exciting fighter? No, he ain't. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Kurt, not Kurt. Sorry, my bad. It's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, bro. Wait, I wish Ruiz had Chisora fighting heart. Andy Ruiz has been. Andy got spoiled, man. You can't blame Andy. Andy went from a homeless Mexican that lived with his trainer, Manny Robles, to a guy that had multi-millions. Okay. That's a big step. And money reveals you. It reveals who you really are. And then Andy is a guy that he just showed you what type of person he is. You know? Hey, Kurt, are you going to watch the UFC event today as well? No, I won't. I won't. Would like to see Haney versus Teofimo. Yeah, I think I would rather watch those guys at 147 because I don't think one. I honestly don't think 140 is big enough. See, understand there's plateaus and weight classes, and certain weight classes, unfortunately, are just bigger weight classes are more popular weight classes than others. Now, if you look at it, like 135 is big, 140, right? 147, okay, 147. Let's look at history for a second, right? Ask yourself this question: what was the biggest fight at 154? Can anybody tell me? We got 47 people in here, right? We got a small, dedicated crowd of counterpunch boxing soldiers. And can someone tell me what was the biggest, or should I say the last, or the biggest fight, the last we seen at 154? Can anybody tell me that? Psycho Crusher. We could see Ruiz versus Joyce for a co-main event for the Wilder versus AJ on March 9th. That would be good. That would be good. But can anybody tell me what was the last big fight at 154? Can anybody tell me that? 154, what was the last big fight? Pulev versus Jermaine Franklin. Okay. Spinks versus Zab. Okay, that's okay. But look how long ago that shit was. That was over 20 years ago, bro. De La Hoya versus Trinidad? No. De La Hoya versus Trinidad was at 147, not 154. Let's try again. What was the last big fight at 154? What was the last big fight? Triple G and Canelo was at 160, even though Canelo ass wanted it at 155. That was the problem. Canelo wanted his own weight. He wanted to call the shots all because he was A-side. Get the fuck out of here, man. Look, you're fighting the 160-pound champion. Why would you expect the unified 160-pound undefeated, damn near 20 some odd title defenses to come down to 155 to fight you just because you make more money than him? I thought that was absolute bullshit. Look, understand, Canelo Alvarez, he ain't always been liked. You have to remember that. Canelo was the guy in 2013 that got his ass waxed by a 36-year-old Floyd Money Mayweather. Okay, he was supposed to be the next golden boy. And he was for a while. He was fighting all the old Floyd and Manny leftover fighters, if you really think about it. If you think about what he did and how he fought guys, everybody fought Sugar Shane and beat Sugar Shane. Then after that, he fought like Matthew Hatton and what's the guy's name? Quinton, Puerto Rican guy. Who else did he fight back then? Miguel Cotto, he didn't fight him till later, right? Was it Lara versus Canelo? Canelo versus Mayweather was the last big fight at 154. And in fact, it was in a catch weight because it was actually 152, but it was actually a 154-pound title. Okay. Psycho Crusher, you are absolutely correct. You know, and then after that, you had the Lotta Canelo. So appreciate it, Ed. But understand, how long ago was that shit? It's going to be 2024 in a couple weeks, people. Okay? And in a couple weeks, 2024 will roll around. When Lotta fought Canelo Alvarez, it was July 12th of 2014. So that been 10 years ago. So my point been made. How many times do we really see a big fight at 154? We don't. What's the biggest fight at 140? Think about it. What's the biggest fight at 140? My favorite fight was at 54, undefeated Vargas versus Trinidad. Listen, that was at the ass end of 2000. I remember that fight. Classic fight, Count Drago. That fight was absolutely stellar. I remember when Trinidad knocked this boy down twice in the first round. Then he gets dropped in the fourth. And then he gets a couple punches low of the ball sack. Then he gets I think he gets 2 points deducted for low lows. Then it went all the way to the 12th round. Then Trinidad did exactly what he did in the first round by knocking this dude out knocking him down 3 times. That was one of my favorite fights. Well, I could watch that fight every fucking day of my life. I could. I remember what I was doing. I remember where I was at. You know what I mean? My child was just born at that point. You know, my oldest kid was like a baby at that point. And it was crazy because the way Vargas talked a whole gang of shit about Trinidad, he called out Trinidad. And see, one thing I'll say about this, Fernando Vargas was a guy, I think he fought too much too soon. That's why he's in the condition he is. He's not like Mildred Taylor or even James Toney. He's more on the level of probably Holyfield. He still works out. He still helps his son in the gym because his son. He has a son, Fernando Vargas Jr. He's fighting now. I don't really follow him, to be honest, but I do know he's out there. He's making a name for himself, and Vargas. Look, Fernando Vargas fought everyone. He fought everyone. So, I got to take my hat off to Vargas, even though I think that Winky Wright beat him, and I think that was a closer fight between himself and Ike Corte. But you have to understand, he fought Oscar De La Hoya. He fought Felix Trinidad, his first loss. He fought Ike Corte. He fought Winky Wright. Okay, he fought a lot of these guys. He fought Mayorga as well. Skrilla 50 in the building, counterpunch to you. Vargas versus Reed had hype at the time. Yeah, David Reed, a Philadelphia fighter, real tough, real quick, fast, swift, muscular. I feel bad for him because I look at him and I put him in the category as like guys like Oscar Rivas because Oscar Rivas is a guy that has an eye. He had an eye injury. Doesn't Danny Garcia fight at 154? He's been in some good fights. He's been in some good fights through 140 through Galal Yafai. Galal Yafai. Okay, cool. Yeah, but understand, Danny Garcia, he has been in some good fights. He knocked out Amir Khan. He knocked Amir Khan out. He got beat by Keith Thurman decision. He got beat by Sean Porter decision. He got beat by Errol. He got beat up by Errol Spence. Decision. What else? Who did he really beat though? Vargas versus Mosley was good. Yeah, those were actually two fights. Um, yeah, Danny Garcia. He's a pretty good fighter. And let me tell you something. What he has in common with Canelo. None of those guys have been dropped yet. Yeah, he fights at 154 now. And then here's the sad thing. He's trying to fight a 40-year-old. And I'm like, yo, that's pretty sad, bro, because the last I heard, I think Danny Garcia is maybe 35. He ain't that fucking old. Charlo versus Castano. I mean, I don't call that a big fight, though. I mean, it's a fight. It's a decent fight. I mean, to be honest with you, Charlo's didn't really do justice to uh light middleweight and middleweight. I'm just gonna be real with you. Because see, Jamal went to 160 and he did nothing at 160. That was a part of time of his exile. Uh Jermell, yeah, he got beat by Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison, he's a boxer and he's another, Colbert slash Devin Haney. Very good boxers, but nothing really special about those guys. You know? And actually the Castano fight, it was pretty good. It was decent. But it was a lull. The best thing I remember there was when Floyd fought Canelo at 152, and then when Canelo at 155 fought Erislandy Lara at Canelo weight. I thought Danny Garcia beat Sean Porter. I do not think Sean Porter got overworked and outworked by Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a counterpuncher. And the way Danny fights, I don't think he wins aggressively since he always has to wait and punches in between guys' punches. See, that's how he beat Amir Khan. Amir Khan was beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia just has a good chin and he decided to throw within those shots. And he handed it pay dirt. He hit that boy behind the neck. And that boy was over with. He hit that boy like right here. He hit him right here. And that took everything from him. Yeah, he did lose the first Castano fight, Skrilla 50. He did. That's why he was happy about the outcome. Because he knew, like, dude, I could have lost this shit. This could have been another Tony Harrison situation. Okay? So, yeah, I mean, I'm not really convinced in that at all, to be honest with you. But at 154 and 140, 147, 160. What made 168 good? Because most people from 160 went to 168. Think about it. Who all went there? Canelo went there because he was at 160. Canelo went there, and you had Caleb Plant was there. David Benavidez was there. He was the WBC champion at one point. Erislandy Lara beat Canelo. I think he beat Canelo. I think he outboxed Canelo. He just was not going to win that fight, bro. That's it. But anyway, I'll talk about that later. Who else? Chris Eubank Jr. went to 168, and then I think he went back to 160. Billy Joe Saunders went to 168. He was at 160. Peter Quillen was at 160. There were some hard-hitting, undefeated guys at 160. Billy Joe, Chris Eubank, Peter Quillen. Uh, who else was there? David Lemieux was once at 160. He should have stayed there. David Lemieux is not talented enough to be at 168. He's not big enough. He's not tall enough. He should have stayed at 160. You know, that's why David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, beat the living shit out of him. You know, definitely Canelo couldn't hit Lara. He couldn't hit Lara, and then most of the body punches. And now, if we take a look back at how Canelo threw body punches, what he did to Beefy Smith the last time he had to make 154 before going to 164.5 to fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., what did he do to Beefy Smith? Liam Beefy Smith. He knocked this boy out with a body shot. Bah! Bah! That's what he did. Down with Beefy Smith. Beefy Smith is not a Erislandy Lara. I get that. But understand, Canelo hits you hard enough to make you respect body punches. Okay? And since he makes you respect them because he hits so damn hard, why didn't he do Lara the same way? If Lara was all he was doing, no shots that he was throwing. Why didn't they do Lara like that? Because everybody said, oh, as soon as Lara felt his punchings, he got on his bicycle. Okay, fair enough. Why didn't those punches drop him? Because the punches weren't landing flush. Lara has 75-inch reach. Motherfucker has arms like a fucking chango. So his arms are down here. So when Canelo was throwing, he was hitting a lot of elbow. He was hitting a lot of the side of the arm of the elbow of Lara. He wasn't hitting the body a lot. He was not. A lot of those punches were not landing. You know, that's why you ask, like, well, damn, well, why was he able to do Beefy like that? And why didn't he stop Lara? He should supposed to have been able, if he was hitting Lara with flush punches, the way we all know Canelo can punch, Lara should have been down, taking a shit on the ground. Bars. Okay? That's what should have happened. Yeah, it's a very boring fight. Chavez just made weight. He looked like Skeletor. His whole thing was, I need to make weight to get my check. And he let two prostitutes take the shit from him. Ain't that? It's true, man. True story. The dude got drunk or high or whatever, and he was in Vegas. And he hooked up with two strippers. And then the strippers ended up going back to his room, and they ended up taking this boy's check. I don't know how much. I can't remember how much they gave him. He got some M's. And then the chicks ended up taking that shit. They probably tried to cash it at some, I don't know what they tried to do to it. But, yeah. Lara was way too skilled for Canelo. Well, I mean, Lara was 31 and Canelo was 24. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But Lara was good enough at the time to still be competitive because Lara still had those legs. People hated Lara because he had those legs. They hated Lara because he could avoid things and he didn't give Canelo what he wanted in order to throw certain punches that he was accustomed to landing. Certain counter punches, certain combinations, certain positions that people throw and people put themselves in, or you manipulate people to put themselves in order for you to land certain shots and certain combinations. Lara did not give him. See, and everybody blamed Lara. See, that's almost like this. Fuck Lara, man. Lara, he runs all the time. He always moves his feet. He going back and forth, and I can't pinpoint him, and he won't stand and fight. And I'm sick of that motherfucker. He running. I'm tired of Erislandy Lara. Okay? He's not doing what I want him to do in order for my fighter, Canelo, to do what he needs to do. That's the problem. So there you go. And Oscar De La Hoya, with his cokehead ass, did not want, yes, I said that, fuck him. Because he was the one that was in rehab. And he was in rehab when he fought Mayweather, bro. Let's just talk about Oscar. Oscar already admitted he's no angel. So that's out there. But he was like, well, what's going to happen now? Nobody wants to see this fight. Nobody wants to see a rematch. Lara has to stand in line behind Canelo. That's what happened. See, Oscar did a lot of shit to protect Canelo. He rigged judges. He rigged referees. He did a lot of that shit, especially judges. Why do you think in the fight with Canelo that was a majority decision win for Floyd? It was a majority decision win for Floyd because C.J. Ross was on the take. That's why she will never, ever, 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 okay, judge a fight again. Never. You know, and then after that, okay, so he had his loss, and then you had the fight with Cotto. Okay, he fought Cotto in 15. And then after he fought Cotto, he got the WBC strap off of Cotto. Okay, because Cotto got it off of Sergio Martinez, which that was a shocker. Nobody thought that Cotto would beat Martinez because Martinez was a 160-pound champion. But his legs were shot to shit. So go figure. Canelo isn't half the fighter that Oscar was. Yeah, Oscar was a tad different. I mean, if Oscar was, and here's the crazy thing about life. The worst thing about you, randomly, people don't know. They don't know anything about you. But I think the thing, like Oscar De La Hoya was a beast. He was an absolute monster in the ring. I hated Oscar, bro, until I hated him in the 90s. I couldn't stand Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya was a guy I hated on De La Hoya. Let me tell you something. I hated on De La Hoya. I was a Trinidad fan until Trinidad beat De La Hoya. And the way he beat De La Hoya, I couldn't respect because I'm a true boxing aficionado. I was like, well, wait a minute, man, wait. I wanted Trinidad to knock out De La Hoya, but he couldn't do it. De La Hoya wouldn't give him that opportunity. But then here's the deal. Trinidad won a fight that I don't feel he won. So I started respecting De La Hoya more because De La Hoya didn't clam up like a bitch after that. He fought Sugar Shane Mosley and took his first loss, his first real loss against a guy that beat him years ago. Then karma has it, Shane Mosley got beat by a guy that beat him years ago, that beat him to the Olympic trials, Vernon Forrest. Okay, then he fights Sugar Shane Mosley again, and he loses again. So then it's like, okay, well, De La Hoya just can't beat Sugar Shane. Okay, well, Sugar Shane can't beat Vernon Forrest either. Fair play. But then guess what happens? Ricardo Mayorga comes and knocks out Vernon Forrest, then beats him again. Now, wouldn't you have that? And then everybody beats Mayorga except for Fernando Vargas and Six Head Lewis. Okay? I wanted Shane to win, but I thought he lost the rematch. Well, understand, by that time, De La Hoya had got with with Floyd Mayweather Sr. So he was teaching him the shoulder roll. And, De La Hoya transitioned, fairly well. But Sugar Shane was just dynamic, man. I mean, he was older. He was maybe 2 inches shorter. He was faster. He was strong as shit. And a lot of people argue that Roberto Duran is the best lightweight ever. But I would beg to differ. I would say Sugar Shane Mosley, like I told him when I talked to him, I think he's the best lightweight ever. At 135, Sugar Shane Mosley, I don't think could be beat. I just don't think he could be beat with his hand speed and his power. Bro, I don't. I wanted Shane to win, but I thought he lost the rematch. I remember that fight, Trinidad, I was swollen. Yeah, Trinidad was limited. Trinidad showed heart. Trinidad showed who he was as a person. Trinidad is Latin. He's Puerto Rican. And each, like when he got beat by Bernard Hopkins. I felt real bad for him. Um, Bernard Hopkins, he played mind games with him. My dad calls him hardcore. Okay, that's what my dad calls Bernard Hopkins. And like if anything, Bernard Hopkins was just too big, too strong. He was just too much for Trinidad. But Hopkins knew Trinidad was a one-handed fighter. The only thing Trinidad really had was a left hand. See, people think that Trinidad is a two-handed fighter. He can set you up with the right hand, but he knocks you out with the left hook. He was probably more similar to Oscar de la Hoya in that aspect because Oscar de la Hoya was a guy that he fought orthodox, but his power hand is in the front on his front foot. So a lot of times he'll catch somebody with the jab, and you get caught with this jab. You're like, oh shit, what does he have in his gloves? What does this dude have in his gloves when he's able to catch me like that? Bow! That happened to Obakar when Obakar, Oba, the Motor City car. And he fought De La Hoya. I remember this was in 99. Okay, this is a long time ago, bro. This is back in the archives. But when De La Hoya came in, bet, bet, he caught him in with a double jab, and like when Oba felt this shit, he was just kind of like, oh shit. Shane had crazy hand speed at 135. Yes, he did. Bernard Hopkins was crazy as hell for disrespecting Trinidad's flag. You know what? Bernard Hopkins said it himself. He damn near got fucking skull drug, bro. There might have not have been a fight at all because there might have not have been a Bernard Hopkins. They had to airlift this crazy ass man off the island because he threw the Puerto Rican flag down at a stadium. And see, understand, these guys, the people that were there, sure you had the public, but understand, you didn't have the worst of the worst there. You had the people there that were part of media, that were part of media's family, that sure you had fans of Trinidad, but you didn't have those guys that were close right there when the disrespect happened. When Bernard Hopkins threw that flag down just like he threw it, and Trinidad was like, ven a reducir a este bandera desde la paz, este le piso así, este disrespecto, yeah. And what happened? He knew he started to run because they said, Bernard, we got to get the hell out of here. We got to get the hell out of here. And like guys were throwing, see, they start throwing shit. But understand, all the badass people in Puerto Rico, those killers, those guys that sit around, you don't know what they weren't close to Bernard because Bernard might have not have been, he might not been there. That fight not have, he did something stupid, but it paid off. It paid off. Berto versus Guerrero live right now. Okay. Um, oh yeah, they're fighting again, aren't they? I don't care to see Guerrero hold and hit, bro. I'm sorry. Because that's all Guerrero did. Floyd, Mayweather was right. Money Mayweather was right. That's all Guerrero really does. He's a nice little scrapper, but he's a dirty ass fighter, and I don't want to see him again. What's this guy's name? I don't even think he fights. I think Ugas retired his ass. What's that guy's name from Texas? Yo, Kurt, thanks for making the live stream. No problem. What about Julian Jackson? That's my guy, had power. Shit. About Gerald McClellan. Monsters, bro. Monsters. Okay. I'm looking at Yafai, and I think Yafai is really punched himself out. You know? Yeah, Julian Jackson was cool. I like Julian Jackson. But with every advantage, you have to have a disadvantage. Good right uppercut by Santomoro. He looks kind of gas. He's still throwing, but I don't think there's anything on these shots. I just think he expected this guy to be gone, and he's not. You can see he's starting to swell. You look at Yafai. Look at him now. Santomoro, yeah, he's still there, But if he started working the body more, and I think Santa Moro is trying to do, look, he's defending himself quite well. So he hasn't completely lost focus. I just don't think he's really that good defensively, Santa Moro. See, he keeps getting hit with a right hook, right? But if Santa Moro starts working the body, I think he can exploit that. But here's the thing. See, he's getting caught too. Like Defy's getting caught. And if this kid had power, bro, see, just like my man O'Quinn was a guy that actually had power. We didn't know it because he was just so underskilled past McGraw. McGraw was killing this dude. Yeah, he's looking gas, but it is what it is. David, yeah, it was all or nothing with Julian Jackson. Exciting fighter to watch. Yeah, Julian Jackson was a guy that you can respect guys like that. And I think that's people's problem with like Joshua. Because Joshua's trying to convince people, hey, I'm this smarter guy, but you're not an exciting guy no more. You're talking more shit. You cause more, like, you stir up more shit before and after a fight. Okay, this attitude's there, but where's the aggression? The Weasel, did Lacey ever fight Joe Calzaghe? Beat him? He was real rated before Joe beat him. Did Lacey ever fight after? Yeah, he fought after that. He fought Roy Jones, and Roy Jones beat him. So Lacey got beat by Roy Jones as well. It's just Joe Calzaghe did it first. He made Jeff Lacey look like a just somebody that didn't even supposed to be in the ring with him. He embarrassed Jeff Lacey. And Lacey, they used to call him a little Holyfield back in the day. I mean, Yafat does not have bad power for his weight class. For a flyweight, he's basically a weaker power puncher. The dude looks definitely bigger than him, though. See, one thing you guys need to understand about, if you haven't understood this yet about boxing, is just because these guys weigh in the day before at the same weight and they make the same weight, don't mean they're going to come in the same size on the night of the fight. On the day, they're going to be much bigger. Okay, look at Devin Haney. Devin Haney's supposed to be 165. Jeff Lacey got humiliated. Yeah, he did. He did. We didn't really see Jeff Lacey, man. Here's the thing: you don't want to get hit by someone like Jeff Lacey. You don't. Jeff Lacey was a murderous puncher. He's a hooker. You know, he's a Miguel Cotto. He's a Turo Gotti. He's a Andy Ruiz. You know what I mean? Those hookers, bro. You better watch hookers. And I don't mean the ones that walk the street, that walk the beat, to catch some meat. I mean hookers, the guys that throw hooks. Yo, Kurt, do you know anything about Bam or Edwards? And if so, do you got a prediction? Nope, I don't. No prediction. I'm just watching it, and I'm watching it with you guys because, hey, why not? Jeff Lacey always had cardio issues towards the end of the fights, in my opinion, anyway. Unless you're fighting Tank Davis and his hydration clauses, then you will come in at the weight. You will come in at the weigh-in weight. Well, they're wrong for that shit. Like Davis doesn't need the type of protection he needs. He needs to tell his camp, his team to fuck off. I think he needs to learn integrity. Here's the deal. Let me tell you guys something about Javante Tank Davis. Let's just hope His personal life is not anywhere connected to the decisions he makes in the ring. And what do you mean by that, Kurt? What are you talking about? Well, I mean this. I think Javante Tank Davis, he's pretty cool, but I think Javante has a mean side to him. I think he has a side that's arrogant. I think he has a side that's taught to him. I think the people, his team, has taught him some things that he doesn't really need to be practicing. I mean, to be 100% real with you guys, I don't think that he's a guy that needs, I think he needs to learn better values as a young individual turning like he's a young adult. He's still a young adult. He's not the youngest adult. He's like 27 or 28, right? So that means I think he needs to start taking control of things that actually matter, like honor, dignity, integrity. I think he needs to learn these things if he wants to feel whole. And I think people see it. See, when you have a fighter that's supposed to be that talented, like Javante Tank Davis, why in the fuck do you want him, a man that talented, to give other fighters handicaps? That makes no sense. He's 29 years old. Yes, that's bro. He's almost 30. And he's still allowing his team to do shit as though he's this Manny Pacquiao-ish type fighter. This would be different if this was a higher weight class. This was a weight class that he already made. He already made that against Mario Barrios. So it don't even make sense to what he's doing. It doesn't make sense at all. So when he's doing that, you know, when he's doing that, it's like, hey, why are you doing the same shit that you did when you was 26, 27, 28? As a matter of fact, why are you allowing other people to do that for you? Why are you allowing people to say these things about you? And then here's the thing, if he doesn't care what people think about that in that aspect, if he thinks that he's being smart, if he thinks that he's being clever, that means he's been around the wrong people coaching him. That means his team is corrupting his mind to do things that he does not need to do, that will not give him any honor, that will not give him any long-term respect down the road. Okay? That's the thing about Javante Tank Davis. That's what we need to understand about him. Fighting those little ass dudes like Leo Santa Cruz and them. Fuck them. You know, Cuellar. Dude, those dudes all came from fucking 126. And then here's the deal. The one motherfucker you could have fought, you wouldn't even allowed to fight. Every time somebody asked him about Lomachenko, he would look at Floyd. Like, why the fuck are you looking at him for? They're talking to you. We're not going to talk about Lomachenko. Lomachenko has been in the Olympics too long. Nobody told him to stay in the Olympics 8 years. So, Tank Davis, he's the future, and Lomachenko's on his way out. Come on, bro. This is real shit. See, if he was somewhat better than guys like Gary Russell Jr., if he was better than guys like that, he should have been allowed to fight guys like that. Gary fucking Russell Jr. didn't he? He fought Vasil Lomachenko. And that was back when Vasil was, 2-3 fights in the pros. Yeah, dude, because he thought that dude would be out of there. He thought he would put the combinations together, you know what I mean, to take this dude out. Now he's doubting, and he's listening to his corner, and his corner probably told him something jacked up. I can't really hear. Dang, yeah, he's getting pieced up. Then pow, lights out. Yeah, McWeed, that's what happens. Holyfield always said Foreman was the hardest hitter he ever faced. I always wondered how 1991 Big George Foreman does against a 1993 Riddick Bowe. The thing is, we'll never know. Good question, though. And see, Santamoro was making it real hard for him. These guys are fighting. And they're going toe to fucking toe right now. And look, for every punch now, Yafai is landing. You know, Santamoro is landing. You know what I'm saying? And see, and I think now the size is bothering them too. Look at that 1-2. Look at that right uppercut. Look at that right uppercut. That right uppercut is, dude, this fight is becoming very, very competitive. Ooh, look at that left hook. Look at that jab from Santamoro. And I haven't, in the last 6 or 7 seconds, since the jab and their left uppercut. Ooh, right cross. Okay, Yafai gets in a 1-2. Then he gets hit with a solid straight right. And these shots, though, coming from a smaller weight class, now I understand the appeal on what I see, because I like back and forth action, okay? Ooh, good right. Ooh, good overhand right from Santamoro. And see, now Santamoro has got his footwork down. See, this is what Yafai will do. He'll throw 1-2, then he'll step to his right. Then 1-2, then he'll step to his left. So he's actually got the timing from the footwork. Look at that right hand lands, because he knows where he's going to step. He 1-2, and he steps to his right. Boom, he nails him with his right. Good 1-2 from Yafai. Good straight jab, right hand to the body by Santamoro. Look at that, 1-2 by Santamoro. Good straight left by Yafai. Good left from Yafai. Oh, good a maneuver. Because see, look, good straight right from Santamoro. And this is back and forth, bro. This is back and forth action. Straight right from Santamoro. Straight left from Yafai. Some of Yafai turns. And he has to do more turning. Because, see, this is what's happening to Santamoro. Santamoro has his timing now. Maybe, just maybe, that Yafai has a second win. He's no doubt the better boxer. But when you get found, good left hook by Santamoro, then another jab, and another right hand from Santamoro. See, you have lulls in this fight where, okay, they get tangled up a bit. That was a good round. Cubans and Ukrainians are some good at most skilled fighters and all in boxing. Yeah, man. They really are, man. They really are. Like Ukrainians, Cubans. There's going to be Cuban fighters, man. Like what's it, Andy Cruz? See that guy, bro. Let's say he decided to defect that one day, and he decided, man, I'm leaving Cuba. Me voy a este país. Necesito otra oportunidad a hacer. And he goes, and then his mom gets sick. And he doesn't go. And he says, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to stay with my mom. My mom needs me here. We wouldn't have saw what we saw last weekend, would we? No. What are you sipping on, Kurt? I got a Kolsch. It's a Pilsner. And I got some Crown XO with lime. You know, I need some vitamin C. You know, we got sick people in the building. We sipping on Christmas. Ooh, this is a good fight, man. Because your fight goes to the body. And if I knows, like, dude, he's coming and he's engaging in a firefight with this guy. Good right uppercut by Santamoro. And look, this is 10 rounds, bro. Yeah, Yafai is taking over because I think he has his second win. Because I think somebody somewhere told him, like, yo, bro, you better bring these 9 and 10 rounds in, these championship rounds in. Oh, good 1-2. Ooh, good 1-2. Good 1-2 by Yafai. Ooh, good right. And let me tell you something about boxing, though. If you guys never sparred, if you've never been in the ring before, I can understand, and I do understand. Like boxing is something like it's mental, but it's also adrenaline based. It's adrenaline based. Okay, um, imagine punching somebody in the face. So you're jabbing, you're anticipating punches, and then a guy hits you hard, and then it pisses you off a bit because I've been in situations like that. It's like so when someone hits me, I'm always I'm always in mind like, look, I have to get this guy back. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let someone come in and I used to spar with a guy that was shorter than me, like a guy that was probably about 5'10". Okay, and the guy he has this habit of like, you get to knowing people's habits. So he went in. He always comes in and he leans and he leans and he throws this left hook and he caught me. And this is one of the things about headgear, right? Headgear is okay. But understand, just because you have headgear on, don't mean you're exempt. Oh, that right hand hurt. You're fine. That shit landed hard, bro. And you can tell his legs stood back a bit. Wow, that shit. When he caught your fight kind of he stood in his tracks for about a quarter of a second. That's all it takes to see a person stop, especially an active fighter like you. Ba 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 ba, and stepping and dipping. And he got caught. You could tell he froze. He froze. I want them to see that. I want to see that shit again. Oh, speaking in total and totality. Look at this. Watch this. Wait. Let me see this. Hold on. Let me see if they. Oh yeah, that shit. Cause see, he was turning around and he got caught, dude, and it snapped his head around, bro. Boom. Yeah, he look at that back right leg start trembling. Yo, that's crazy. Hold on a second. That shit's crazy. Yeah, that was a good shot, man. That was a shot of the. And this is the last round. And see, Santa Moro now he has to go for broke. This ain't gonna be any close call bullshit. Damn, no way Kurt is becoming a flyweight fan. Bro, I'm a boxing fan, man. If you would like if I was starting my channel, well, you know what? To be real, man, they didn't have fucking they didn't have YouTube in the 90s. You had guys like Miguel Angel Sanchez. De La Hoya beat him. De La Hoya beat a lot of people, man. Eric Morales, he was like the second Mayweather. See, all those guys were with top rank back then. And Santamoro, he's trying to set him up with that right hand again. But he's giving you five. Good work, bro. Good work. No, good right hand from Santamoro. Now he's sitting back and he's waiting. Oh, good footwork by Yafai though to close the gap. A lot of times people don't understand to approach a fighter to get closer to a fighter ain't about moving closer in a straight line. He was able to circle because he was good right. Oh, good right. Damn, maybe your fight got hurt off that. He got caught. Yeah, that was good work, bro. Much respect to both fighters. Look at the nose of Yafai is bleeding. He's bleeding. The eye of Santamoro is pretty free flowing leakage. You're well behind us in the UK. You know what? Actually, no, man. I had to look at that. Call it? I had to see that knockdown of O'Quinn knocking out McGraw. That's why. But I speeded it up, so yeah, that's a pretty good fight, man. Yo, man, like if you don't like fights like this, you just don't like fights. You don't like fighting. You don't like boxing. You're just like a whatever, a fan whore or whatever. You know. Cheers, my bro. I thought I put up my pick for a change. Lee W in the building. There you go. Damn, unanimous. Yeah, they should boo on that. Like that shit there. Yeah, that unanimous. I mean, I think I didn't see the scorecards though, so they could still been close. Okay, but 99-91 and 98-92, that's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. That means that yeah, that's why the judges need to be stopped, man. They need to stop these cocksuckers. You know? Rocco really proved that sexy mustaches protect your head and blessed and skill. What you thinking of Wilder calling out Jared Anderson going after all of Tyson Fury's buddies? I mean David Jones. I think it's cool. You got to be careful though in both instances because Jared Anderson is a very good fighter, but then you have to understand too. Deontay Wilder, he's a guy that he targets certain fighters. I see he targets them. The Fury losses, yeah, he's gonna always have a problem with that. I don't know what to say about it. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shit. I mean, Wilder's just a dude that he's not going to take those losses for what they are. And I don't know if the type of person he is. I don't think he'll ever do that. You know, enjoy your night. That's all that matters. Ah, got you, Kurt. – Yeah, I think it should have been a little closer though. Fuck, a 98 and a 92, 99 and 91. There should be a judge record, good, bad, and crap, so we know what to expect. Yeah, I think they should be looked at a lot more than they are. They're kind of like these shadow people that you don't know where they came from. You don't know what their qualifications are. Where do you get your qualifications to judge a fight of professional boxers? Are you from the sanctioning bodies? Are you from the networks? Where the fuck you from? Who are you? You know? That's what I wonder. Where do you come from? Who hired you? Fury is Wilder's worst nightmare. Nah. Styles make fights though, man. I mean, if you have a fight 100 times, I mean, shit, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. You know, I don't buy that whole Fury shit because Fury could be. Because see, we already seen what happened with the Ngannou fight, and if he gets beat by Usyk, people are gonna see that shit just like it is. Man, Usyk got his ass. I mean, Fury got his ass whooped already. Uh huh. You know. Yeah, people. That's the first thing they're gonna say. They're gonna say, "Hey, man, you know, Usyk beat the shit out of Tyson Fury." Well, first thing people are gonna say is, "Well, you know, that's no big news. Tyson Fury already got beat by Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou already did that. You know, they just wanted to make the big undisputed fight, which they already made. Fury needs to stay away from Mark Madoff. You know, I think a lot of people need to stay away from Mark Madoff. Mark Madoff, he's like the Marco Maidana in the heavyweight division. He's going to collide into you like he's on the front line of some fucking war that happened in 1685. Okay. Um, he's wild. He's unorthodox. He's awkward. He's strong. He's powerful. He's brute. Mark Madoff, bro, needs to be avoided by a lot of fighters. Think of okay. Let's look at Joshua, Anthony Joshua versus Mark Madoff, Arslanbek Mark Madoff. Do you guys understand? Mark Madoff could be a guy that can very well, you know, he attacks and he like the way he attacks his opponents. They could just be he overwhelms his opponents. Do you guys understand that? Like he's an overwhelming guy. What he does, he comes right at you, and then he may come at you with an uppercut like this. So he may be coming in, boom, and he catches you with a punch because he's going to collide to you. You know, come on, Kurt. Francis didn't beat Fury, but it was close. Okay, so if it was close, there is a debatable situation, right? If it was close, that means that you have a debate and you don't really know who the winner is, right? Come on, man. When if look, if Fury gets, I think Fury will lose. Understand this though: if Fury wins, he will get 100% credit, especially if he's able to outbox. If he's better than Usyk at what he does, you know, that means he gets credit from me. I feel AJ will never be the same. No, he won't. He told you. He told us he won't. He won't be the same. He's not the same guy he was. He's just not. He's just not. Vincent, behave yourself. Francis definitely beat Fury with all. We all know this. Well, Munguia versus Ryder, January 27th. Ortiz versus Lawson. That's going to be a good one. January 6th. By the way, guys, I'm back in action, and I'm glad to tell you guys now that my next show will be on Texas Walker. Okay, Walker, Texas Ranger. I will be starring as a state trooper. Okay, and I will be an actor in that particular film or show. So I'm psyched about it. I just wanted to wait a while so you guys, can check it out. I think AJ will be back. He's got to prove it against Wallin, though. He's got to knock him out and look good, which I think he will. Well, David, if he does, he does. If he don't, he won't. But one thing I understand, and one thing you have to understand about uh Otto Wallin ain't coming to lose. Do you see a switch in UK fighters and American fighters? UK runs the show for a while, and then US is looking for ground. Man, you ever met Chuck Norris? Rod, man, I ain't never met Chuck, bro. Unfortunately, I had an opportunity when I was 23 years of age. I was working at Horseshoe Casino. Let me tell you guys this story. I used to work with this chick I used to call Olive Oil. Her name was Melissa. Melissa was like she was a flirting, like I can't stand flirting women. She was a flirtatious woman. But I worked with her. She was my coworker. And she had this high pitched voice. Right? That was also annoying. But here's the thing. We took turns on bringing orders up. And there was a time where I was going to go to break because I was hungry. And I seen Melissa put this fucking order together. Sometimes these orders take about 15 minutes to get ready. So you got this huge table, probably like it's a square table, but it opens up because you have brackets under the bottom of these tables and it has wheels on them. Okay, and you open up the table and it's round. It's a round table, has a white cloth on it, and it was so big that you had to, open it up to have more space. So I see her putting all this stuff. I kind of helped her, like, okay, yeah, I do this for you. Because toasted bread and like butter and jelly and all this shit and ketchup and stuff you needed for those type of condiments for that food or whatever. And then it was like, okay, then he ordered like some type of food, and then that takes a while to get ready. So meanwhile, in a perfect world, you're supposed to have everything ready before they go get the food. Okay, this was my job profession when I was a young adult. Okay, I was in my early 20s. So what ended up happening was I went to go to lunch. Stayed 15 minutes, ate some bullshit, comes back, and I hear Melissa talking. Look, Mikey Garcia's in the crowd. Cool. And she's like, "Oh, this old man, God, I don't even recognize him." She was just, no, 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 no. That's how it sounded, right? And it was like she said, "Oh well, he's supposed to be some kind of martial artist or something. I don't see nothing special about him. He's just an old white man to me." And I'm thinking, like, who the fuck who are you talking about? And I looked on the ticket, and the ticket was Chuck Norris. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't even know who this guy is, and you took his fucking order, dude. I've been a martial artist since I was 6 years old. I started in Taekwondo. After Taekwondo, I started boxing when I was 8. And then after that, I sailed in boxing and then I went to Thai Kempo. Then after Thai Kempo, I went to Muay Thai. Okay. Chuck Norris, bro. Julian, can't make this shit up. Fucking Chuck fucking Norris. And she didn't know who he was. And in fact, she was talking shit like, oh, I don't know what the big deal is. Who the hell is this guy? And then like this is so much of a bitch she is. I said, what's the room number? And she wouldn't give it to me. She would not give me the number because I could always, hello, sir. I was just letting you know that hey, you forgot a little extra ketchup or blah blah blah, and meet him, shit like that. She wouldn't even give me the fucking room number. I'm like, yo, you are a big CUNT in it. You know what I mean? In Swedish, and even I know who the hell. Yeah, bro, dude. Let me tell you about Louisiana. Like, you don't understand. Like, certain people are so behind at certain points in time. And don't get me wrong, man. I don't know every fucking thing. I don't know about everything, but bro, it's Chuck fucking Norris. Chuck Norris, man. You know what I mean? It ain't like Chuck fell off. It ain't like Chuck been in a situation where you didn't hear. When Chuck came around, I always knew who Chuck was. I was in a look, listen, let me tell you something about my family. Okay. I was in a I was raised in the 80s and the 90s. Okay. So we watched all the movies, the Critters, the Predators, the Octagon, all the fucking Bruce Lee movies. Uh, we watched some of the David Carradine stuff. Okay, we watched all types of movies that Chuck Norris was in. You know what I mean? Like Chuck Norris, was the coolest cat that we knew. And then plus you have to understand he was white. So you didn't have many white guys doing karate until, Steven Seagal came along and then he came along with, grabbing and shit, which was really unrealistic to be real with you. Enter the Dragon, Exit the Dragon, The Last Dragon. Bro, come the fuck on, man. And I was like, yo, you mean to tell me and Melissa like Melissa, and it just lets you know like dude, I knew at that point life's not fair. I hope I meet him one day. I never worked on the Expendables, so I never had the opportunity. And that was the problem. Like they had already cashed out the ticket, and they were like, "Oh well, no, I'm not going to give you his name." And she met him, and then was just like talking about this man like he wasn't shit, and that lets you know, like people, if you don't know, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that I like. You don't know what it is, and I'm like, no, I don't. So shout out to George Wilson, one of my mentors growing up, especially when I started the acting world. George Wilson, God bless the dead. He passed this time last month, but I learned a lot from that man. And he said something that made a whole lot of sense. You're only famous. You're only famous to the people that know you. And that's the realest shit that I've probably ever heard in the last decade. I think Wallin was a great against Fury. He just cut Fury bad. He was pretty lackluster fight. Both to be honest, AJ on paper should win by knockout. Yeah, that's the whole point. See, if AJ don't knock out of Eileen people, if he don't knock him out and that shit goes the distance, mm-mm. Yeah, Vincent, absolutely. So, uh, but no, man. And so, no, that was my closest time to meeting Chuck Norris. If only I'd decided to like, hey, you know what? No, I'm gonna go hold it or whatever. Yeah, that would have been some bullshit. Yeah, yeah. I like Otto Eileen too, to be honest with you. Ooh, good right hook by Orlando. What's good, Kurt? Back again from Sydney, Australia. Chris Esperone. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. I want people to think back real hard about the zone. You guys remember the zone's supposed to be a free TV app and it's supposed to be so this and so that, and then it wasn't. And then all of a sudden, it was again, right? How many languages do you speak? English, Spanish, and some Portuguese. That's it. I mean, and Portuguese really was kind of a second sub language from Spanish because I used to cheat a lot. I pretty much knew what people were saying based on the whole premise of how they would speak. But I tell you something funny. When I did move to Rio and stayed there quite a bit of time, I started saying and speaking Spanish like Portuguese, and it's not cool because a lot of people would then think you go home and then you started saying Spanish words as though they were Portuguese words. People will hear how you're saying it, and they'll just think, "Oh, this dude's a Brazilian just speaking Spanish," because that's how Brazilians speak Spanish. They started like everything is a big accent. If AJ doesn't KO him, he's screwed. If AJ doesn't KO him, he's gonna be looked at. Um, ooh, that's gonna be bad because especially if Wilder comes in there and knocks out Parker. I told you I would punish him. I told you he can go home to his four daughters with one on the way, but I knocked his ass out too. So while Joshua, he ain't got it no more, baby. He gotta face me because the Saudis gonna give him a deal, and if he don't fight, he gonna get sued for real. Cause I'm the real, and I'm gonna take out Tyson cheating ass Fury too, or Usyk, whoever they gonna come. I want some. You gonna get some. I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna make you dumb. Bars. AJ wipes the floor with Wallin KO by 5. Usyk would box circles around Wilder. He would do that as long as it lasted. But I think, to be fair, a lot of people would do that. Wilder ain't a boxer. People need to respect Wilder for who he is, and what he is not is a boxer. He needs to learn boxing. Let's look at boxing like this. People know that guys like John Bones Jones is a wrestler. We know his ground game is really good. Okay. Well, he may not be a better striker than someone like Adesanya, but he will probably beat Adesanya at what he's good at doing. Look at that, like Wilder. Wilder's good at just catching you with that shot. He doesn't need to be better at boxing than you. Does he? Does he get the fucking fight done? Does he get the job done? Wilder has beat nobody. Well, if he loses, see, they're both in the same boat. And I believe what Wilder said was right. Wilder is in a different Wilder is and he's in a different situation. He's in a different, totally different. The pressure's on him, not on Parker. If Parker gets knocked out, okay, he just got knocked out. We just saw that. We just saw Parker get knocked out recently, right? So there you go. I'd rather have had Sanchez and Franklin. Nah, I think Sanchez will beat Franklin. Franklin, bro, let me tell you something. And I'm not just saying that because he's a friend of mine. Sanchez is a very good fighter. There's a reason why he's four. I think he is one of the people that legitimately supposed to be in the top 5 at the WBC. Parker outboxes Wilder. He better come with more than that because, see, you outbox Wilder, you're just going to make him mad. Because Wilder's just going to see by the rounds 2 or 3 or 4, he's going to see this motherfucker's trying to outbox me. Let me knock him out right now. I view Wilder like Ryan Garcia in boxes, but have enough natural talent, speed, and power to win in any fight they're in. Okay. Dillian White mapped out how to beat Wilder in an interview. Fury was just fortunate enough to be able to get in the ring with Wilder to carry it out. Skrilla 50, understand this too. There's levels to this shit. Okay. See, Wilder didn't have to give Tyson Fury the opportunity. He did that shit. Because you know why? He cherry picked Tyson because he thought Tyson wasn't worth the shit. A lot of people would say, when did he say he cherry picked? He cherry picked him, bro. He could have fought the number 1 guy for that. He didn't. Because he was too busy looking at Eddie Hearn promoting them both. Wilder is Wilder has more willpower though. Bro, Wilder ready to die in the ring, man. Wilder is a beast when it comes to his fighting mentality. He's just not as good. But it doesn't matter if he's good or not because what all pretty much equalizes it is his punching power. He may not throw a left hook for a damn thing, for nothing at all. But understand this. What ends up happening, good one too. Okay, let's see. These guys are throwing bombs, bro. Oh, good left uppercut off the jab. Good left uppercut off the right jab. White ducked Wallin hard. He went risking his shot. Then, pow, KO by Fury. Well, he got what he wanted. I mean, the guy got $8 million to fight Tyson Fury, didn't he? So, it is what it is. I was bummed out for that because it's almost like White said, fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna do that again. Because Otto Wallin could be that guy. What a win an Olympic medal right after he learned how to box, and never gets credit for it. Yeah, he got to where he was for a reason. You know, he's a bronze bomber. Wilder can box till he's like 45 based on the shape. I mean, Wilder is Wilder, man. But you have to understand he ain't fought in 2 years. He ain't man. That shit he did was like he had a fight last year, and thank God he's gonna fight this year, and it will be 14 months. Yeah, drinks on the right, drinks on the left. Boom, by clot. Yeah, yeah. I got my beers here. Have you recuperated from the Devin Haney fight? I mean, it's good to watch $25 the zone 60. No, not really. You know, we just got to roll with the punches because I didn't see that shit coming at all. Kurt, what do you think is the best knockout of heavyweight history? I don't know. I have no idea. Um, it's so many. This is boxing, bro. Yeah, that nose is fucked. Yeah, his nose is broken. Gonzalez's nose is broken, dude. White was past his prime well over a year ago. Well over a year ago? Shit. If you go back this okay, when you say a year ago, you gotta go back to this time last year. Nah. Yeah, Regis, I hope he got that bag. Ooh, good left hook to the body. Yeah, low blow, yeah. Akamandalev. Ak Daliev. Dude, whatever happened to Triple G? Ooh, good overhand left. Yeah, I think Gonzalez goes down like the 6th round. Something tells me he's gonna get knocked out because this guy's hitting. He's chopping his shots, bro. He's throwing shots like fucking Marco Antonio Barrera. Like these shots are choppy. Oh, good left. Another good left. Oh, they trade right hooks. Huh. 1980s. Dude, I fucking miss the 80s though, man. I ain't gonna lie. I miss the 80s. Like, yeah. Shout out to thumbs up to people that miss the 80s in the chat. Wallin ain't shit. Behave. Yeah. Lee W. Same. Yeah, man. Plant versus Triple G right now. I don't know. I think that'll be a pretty good fight. I think Triple G would have to break him down and hurt him. That's if Triple G has a good Rodriguez. Lee says no. Do you like when Bill Haney screams, "My son's going to knock you out, Jake Paul"? No, I miss the '80s, man. The '80s was cool. I just think if we had the if we had the technology from that time to now, yeah, that would be it. Only if I had the technology, but understand the technology had to be reciprocated to everyone else. You know, it wouldn't matter like cell phones and shit. Nobody cared about cell phones in the '80s. That wasn't the shit. I mean, that wasn't the technology at the time. The technology was, you go to the mall, you have friends. That was the social media that you're supposed to have. Super Mario, yeah, I remember Super Mario, man. But understand, like, imagine playing Super Mario 1 with everybody intact. Because they would probably you would probably have a, damn, he's fucking this dude up, man. Yeah, man, imagine like you would, okay, imagine you were in fifth grade, right? Mario 1 was the biggest freaking game out from Nintendo. Imagine you can talk to your friends at their house at that time. Do you understand like how many people would be playing and making millions of dollars from just Mario? I miss walking around the hood looking for people instead of waiting for them to text you. Yeah, people were more. I remember seeing my first car phone in the movie Twins. What's my first car phone I remember having? I don't know. I mean, having, I never had. I can tell you this though. I remember when I was driving through the streets of Benton, and it was this lady that worked for the phone company. I think it was AT&T. And bro, she had a black Silverado, and this shit had. She drove it to work every day. She had a phone in this mother sucker. It had white Bogue tires, those $4,000 tires. And I remember it was a phone in. You could pick up the phone. I'm like, oh my God. And I remember I was so broke I couldn't afford it. And this was probably about, dude, I don't know. It had to be after 1997 because that's when they came out. Unless you were Michael Douglas. I know, right? Gordon Gecko. Yeah, true, Mac. I'm a '90s boy. Yeah, and look, when I said that, I said like the seventh round. He's already rent down. Gonzalez has. So it is what it is. Ooh, good left. Yeah, this ain't gonna last long, bro. 'Cause he's jacking old boy up. He is jacking up. He breaking bad on his face. He's breaking bad on his face. Damn, he fell. Yeah. Like, and he fell because he was just exhausted, I think. Yeah, this fight's pretty much over. It's done. Because I mean, he's caught up with him, and like now he just needs to land. His nose is done. Look at that, 1-2, left uppercut, and the referee's looking at this shit like, nah. It's look at that, left hand lands. Okay, you don't even see the fucking you. I don't know what the camera guy did. He went in and zoomed in and then zoomed back out. You just seen like the floor. Like, what kind of shit is he doing? Ooh, they clash heads. Damn, he's jacked up. If Gonzalez gets through this, it will be a miracle. Yeah. You only told us half of the hooker and the head guard story. The hooker and the head guard story. Oh yeah. I remember the head guard story. Ooh, yeah, he was done after that. No, the guy hit me with the head guards. Yeah, they're good or whatever, but they're not really supposed to be designed to help you like you think. And he caught me and he hit me, and I felt that shit. It was like, yo, this dude hit me hard, bro. And I look at that, I'm like, yo, I gotta get him back. And I think that's the dangerous part. Like that's like my retaliation factor. I think it's kind of dangerous because if you hit me, I'm gonna hurt you worse. That's my mentality. You bow. I don't care if you're playing or whatever. This inside of me is gonna like, yo, I'm gonna fucking get you back. And then don't worry. I mean, I'm gonna feel better. That's the Libra in me. That's the balance. Like you don't, dude, you don't hit me like this, especially in fighting. I don't know about other shit because other things that have other factors attached to it. But the dude, he launched at me with a left hook. Bah! I mean, he hit me and like, and it hurt. And I was like, dude, you knocked the shit out of me. You do know that's gonna cost you because I'm not gonna stop. You know, I'm not gonna stop until I get you. Ooh. And this is a 12-round fight. Oh, good left. Good straight chopping left down from Agmadaleyev. Yeah, Orlando's just trying to survive at this point. Damn, good chopping left. And this shit reminds me of ooh, good uppercut. Apparently it's not good to head guard and make sure you're going to get smacked for longer. He's got heart though. I'll give Gonzalez that. His corner needs to look after him. Yeah, he's look after him. They don't care. Hmm. No. His nose is pretty much shit. He looks pumped. And you gotta keep in mind these are two southpaws, so pretty much even stances. He snatched that lead hand down. Like, get that lead hand out of my face. Hope your house is all fixed after the tree fell on it. Cranky. Yeah, he's good. My dad's good now. I was at my dad's house, unfortunately, when it happened. Who's your favorite fighter, Kurt, past or present? The only person that comes in mind now is Roy Jones Jr. He just, Lee, I would put your money on it. Evander Holyfield? Evander was good, man. Now, imagine Roy Jones Jr. going to heavyweight and fighting Mike Tyson and getting knocked out by Mike. I told you I was gonna whoop that bitch. He come up these weight classes and he think this shit's a game. So I came up here and I knocked his ass out. And look, down goes Gonzalez again, bro. Look at that. The nose looks hideous, bro. Dude, his nose is sticking out like this is his nose. His nose is sticking out like that, bro. It's crazy. Oh, oh, yeah. Stop that, bro. Stop that shit. Because he knew he was done. He was done. Look at Eddie Hearn. You did it, Mike. He fucked him up, bro. Like it was no more to this kid. His nose was broken beyond repair. He would be. I think he needs to contact Carl Froch's nose. Yeah, his nose was done, wouldn't it? Roy Jr. was the most skilled boxer I ever did see. Yeah, I think so too. That's what comes to mind. Yeah, it's over with. It's over, man. It's over. It's over, mate. Get it in, lad. Get it in. But I saw that. I saw that fight happening the way it happened. That's why I like from Gonzalez. I knew it was too much for him, you know. I think it was too much for this guy. Yes, I saw the knockdown, but the ref should have been had just stopped it earlier. No, I think he made a good stoppage because you want to take the fire out of a fighter. That's not the referee's job to do so. Kurt, will the drums make an appearance on the day of reckoning? You know, I have the drums here. Maybe. So they may have some type of introduction. They have to, and I think I will do them on each knockout. I won't do them during, but I think when a knockout occurs, I will do so. Vander never got intimidated. He will fight and fight dirty to win against monsters like Mike and anyone else. Uzbekistan, that's where he's from. Okay. No, okay, gotcha. That's a Diaz behind him, I know.
Да, я на этом подготовку очень хорошо подготовился. Дисциплина, тяжелый тренировка, тяжелый дело и показали результат.
AJ has more knockouts. You say Roy Jones. What about Kawasaki? What about Kawasaki? Kawasaki never went to heavyweight, bro. So there you go. He stayed in his lane. He stayed in his comfort zone. And that's that. You know, I mean, like, there you go. I don't have anything to say about Kawasaki in terms of, well, what did he do and where did he go? I mean, he went where he felt he needed to go. And he stayed where he felt he needed to stay. He's not a Roy Jones. He's not a Bernard Hopkins. He may have wins on both of those guys. But understand, those guys before having those wins did a lot more than he did in his whole career. You know, that's that. Look at big tall ass Eddie behind him. He just chilling. Looking like he just went to Banana Republic and shit with his clothes. Smash the down like you own it.
To get the victory, and I'm not going to slip it away from me anymore. And that's the results. I was ready. I always thank God for everything, but also I was well prepared. You mentioned that chip on your shoulder. You lost that last fight against Marlon Tavares. How tough was that for you to get over coming into this fight? Да, это я только я сам знаю. Мои тренера, человек стоит.
This just tell him half a gram. Dude, you tripping, man. You guys are tripping. Bam on points. Come on, Edwards. Tim Lee W. You are hell, bro. Kawasaki was like the Energizer Buddy. His cardio was incredible. When is the baddie fighting? Kurt, you had got the Ali roll. You think you would have been able to trim up that much? Yep, sure would have. I would have probably went on like a 4 or 5 day fast and just dropped weight. You know, but the problem is now is like at that time I would have been able to. It wasn't the right time for me. You know.
First loss and take his belt. As brutal as boxing is, but that's what's got to be done. I have a family to feed now, so I'm willing to go through whatever for this victory. And I know I can take it. I know I can win just because training is done, and I'm just ready to go. My response to his knockout prediction is pretty funny to me. He don't have the power to knock me out, especially not in the first round. So it's just comedy to me. I definitely believe this is a fight I end before the 12th round, just because he does get tired with pressure fighters, flat-footed pressure fighters, but I have the forward to go along with pressure, so he's in for a rude awakening, like I said. At the end of the fight, I see myself being victorious, my hand raising victory, and me taking his belt back to San Antonio. Bam Rodriguez, unified flyweight champion of the world. Damn, that sounds badass. It sounds pretty good.
No doubt. Big up Kurt kind of punching you from England. Stephen Bamba, bro. I was fasting after 2023. Yeah. So I guess they will come out soon. Yeah, he looks sharp. He looks good. You got some wicked ass tats though, man. Good card UFC. Okay. Kurt, do you play PS? Yeah, man. I was playing I'm on The Last of Us 2 and on Resident Evil 2. I'm playing also The Last God of War. I'm still playing on that a bit. Sonny going to get bullied. We'll see. I smashed both Last of Us 1 and 2. Yeah, you know they got one. I think I don't know if two's on PS5, but I know they got them then. I hate bullies. Holy shit. One shot Colbert out cold in another universe. No shit. Let me see. No shit. Let me see where they're at because let me see where they're at. Whoa, Showtime anytime not available. What kind of shit is this? Let's see.
This is a heck of a fight, guys. That's what I'm saying. He probably hasn't. He's never felt any power or pressure like this.
Pressure by Hector Garcia.
Yeah, great job.
Oh, let's see. Really? I mean, what channel is it on?
And then $50,000 light. My goodness, bro. My goodness. Venezuela was.
Okay, well he's looking at the same thing we're looking at. Oh, it's Showtime. Yeah, he got knocked out, bro. KO by Jose Valenzuela. Wow. It is what it is. I just hope it's not Haney versus Prograis all over again. The Showtime app is shutting down. Paramount Plus is the new home of Showtime. Get the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan. Okay. Cool. Sonny late stoppage, the Weasel.
Was legendary for the low.
Bam's a lot quicker. Sonny ain't stopping nothing. All right. Well, let's see. There we go. All right, here Team Rodriguez is coming to the stage as of right now. Tried bullying Bam. Let's see. No, then. Matt, guys, come on, Sonny. Real test. Let's go. Kurt's knocking him back. You know, I think I'll get one more before it starts. I don't know about knocking him back, though. Sonny is going to be humbled, I believe. Come on, Sonny. Here's Rodriguez coming in all cocky. Shucks. Robert Garcia giving him those machismo chants. You don't have to worry about nothing. You just go and work the body, and then you're gonna take them to the face, and that's what's gonna happen. Sonny looks worried. I've got honey, lemon, brandy, and hot toddies going down. Nice. Yeah, I do understand that. Man, I was watching Breaking Bad earlier. If you guys haven't seen Breaking Bad, it's a pretty good show. You know, I've been behind time on a lot of shit, man. You guys understand, I saw like Power the first time in 2020, bro. That shit been out 6 years. Well, here's the thing. I just hope to see a knockout versus like this other shit that we've been seeing. Here we go, showtime. Dude, I need a haircut. As you will see in 5 minutes. Okay. Bobby Collins in the building. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. Hype job most UK fighters are. Rodney Rodders. We see. Kurt, did you get a hair transplant in the last few months? No, sir, I actually did not. Bam made him wait at the presser. Lee W. Rodney hates on UK for real. He go quiet very soon. I never looked in like terms of like territory. I just knew I didn't like Lennox Lewis, not because he was from the UK. I just didn't like him.
My defense impregnable. There's no B plan when the A plan is doable. My ritual, jump rope, heavy bag, cutthroat. I'm the best in the world because my
Lewis was a Ugandan. What the hell is that? Okay, Canadian. Yeah. That's what I know him as.
Boxing Federation, the president there, Jake Peoples, the supervisor, Levi Martinez, along with the World Boxing Organization, the president, Francisco Marco, the supervisor.
Okay, guys, we got the last and remaining fight. Edwards versus Rodriguez. I can't wait till this day of reckoning event. Xavier Williams, I'm with you on that one, brother. I can't wait to everything starts. And you know what? It starts basically technically tomorrow. So this is what I'm doing. I'm doing hot toddies. I'm drinking limes, lemons, honey, garlic, ginger, because I have to have the right type of energy. And you know, I'll stay on that cachava, right? I have to have the right type of energy to be where I need to be to promote this particular plethora of fights the way they need to be promoted. Counterpunch boxing news. Because I'm like this, if it can't be done the way it's supposed to be done, I don't want it done at all. I don't want anything half-ass. You know, the difference between what's going on right now, you know, a little sick, a little tired, a little this, a little that. But at the end of the day, you want and you guys deserve the full attention of Counterpunch boxing news, the way in the trenches, the way, the frequency, okay, of how it deserves to be. Bars, okay? It deserves to be this, it deserves to be that, it deserves to be everything, and then a hat. Bars. That's how it deserves to be, okay? I think the Day of Reckoning will be one of the biggest fights or the biggest events of the year. I just pray to be ready, and I hope to be the best that I can be. Okay, so there you go. Understand the strike is over. Understand, uh, I do this because I love to do this. But understand also, if it wasn't for you guys, if it wasn't for boxing, the sport that I love that I hate so much, I would probably be sleeping under the bridge of 183 right now because everything would be shut off. I wouldn't be able to afford anything because we're not working. And based on the amount of residuals that I did the year before, that wasn't enough to take care of me and my family during this time. Okay? So if it wasn't for YouTube, you guys made me fortunate, blessed, fulfilled, happiness, happy. Okay? So I just want you guys to know that, you know, straight up. Um, all right, they're in the middle of the ring. Okay. Edwards is looking at him. He's not really engaged, and it's not that type of party, right? Okay, here we go. And round one has began. Okay, so we have Rodriguez as the southpaw, Edwards, orthodox fighter, coming in on green. Good jab to the body by Rodriguez. Good jab upstairs. Good jab downstairs by Rodriguez. We all love you, man. Appreciate you, Mark Knight. You sound like showbiz. Ooh, good uppercut to the body by Rodriguez. You can tell Edwards quicker though. He's his fast twitch muscle, but I don't think he's the most powerful though right now. I think Rodriguez is. That's live, yeah. Bam going for the body a lot. Yeah, he's going for the body. Come on, Edwards. Edwards, he's throwing that jab. He's throwing that jab. Yo, Kurt, many exes, friends, ex loved ones, models. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. I appreciate you, brother. What? Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, man. I've shared time. Let's just say that I shared much time, and I want people to understand that the channel's been around since April of 2015. So keep that in mind. Oh, good right hook by Rodriguez. Kurt, you gonna stay up for us means a lot. Absolutely, man. I'm battling the flu right now. I'm just actually just, taking a little bit at a time, just chilling. Whitey, I appreciate you, my brother. I am watching UFC tonight, and there was a devastating knockout, and the guy went into convulsions. You got to check it out. He took an overhand right to the chops. Damn. Decent first round. What'd you guys think? To be honest, I'm watching it on Hex site. No, 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 no. Oh, good right hook to the body by Edwards. Damn, good jab by Rodriguez. Yeah, Jason, I don't know, man. I mean, it's all right. Damn, Edwards caught him with some good shots, though, bro. Because, see, Rodriguez was starting to throw wide. Yeah, they are throwing nothing but jabs, really. You know, you got two southpaws here. No, you don't. You know what? Edwards is a switch hitter because last round he was southpaw. Kurt, we would drink all under the table. I believe you. See, now Edwards goes right back into southpaw stance. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it is. You know, let's see if John's right. Oh, good straight left, overhand left by Edwards. I know his motive is jealousy, but it is a good point. Round 5, guys. Here we go. Ooh, watch the elbow to the throat. Damn. Edwards is trying to get out of the clinch and mix it up a bit. Counterpunch. Do you think Mark Breland can make a comeback? Comeback, you mean as far as training? He's already training the people that he's training. So, yeah, he can. Shit, why not? I'm going to tell you guys right now, this fight isn't really established like we think it's going to be. Kurt, I like how your screen goes red when you do a rant. Yeah, he took a big reputation with his rant. Yeah, man, I haven't did a rant in a while. I need to though. Put the sound up a touch. All right, how's that? Now it's round 6 of 12, so bring back the rant. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll bring it back. You guys got it. Good straight left by Edwards. Ooh, good right hook for Edwards. Oh, there we go. Here we go. This is where it starts to get interesting because I'm like, yo, this is shit's getting boring. But now, ooh, good right uppercut by Edwards. Ooh, good straight left or left hook by Bam Bam. Good jab by Edwards. Yeah, Edwards is a little sharper with his punches. You got to be careful. But look at the left eye of Edwards though. That eye is getting jacked up. And see, oh snap! Now he's coming in. Look at Bam Bam. Rodriguez is coming in with a 1, 2, 3, 4 punch combination. Because he knows his face isn't holding up. Oh, then he gets nailed. Good job. Good job, Edwards. That's what you do when somebody's clowning. Rodriguez was clowning Edwards. Going straight back, sticking his tongue out. Edwards nailed his ass. I've never seen Sonny go toe-to-toe like this before. No, that's all right. I've never seen him fight before. Yeah, this is going to be a war. This is going to be something worth mentioning right here. I can already tell. Straight left to the body, right hook. Oh, left hand lands. So you have maybe out of 8 punches, 3 might have landed. And Edwards, bam, nailed his ass. That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. Talking shite. Talking shite. Ooh, good combination by Edwards. Where is Fondora? That's a very good question. Shit, I think he's trying to wake up still. Because, he got knocked out cold. Yeah, this is a good fight, bro. And it kind of woke up just like last round. Everything else was like kind of cat and mouse bullshit. Now we seen swelling. Now we seen urgency. Now we see exchanges. Now we see excitement. Oh, good straight left from Bam Bam. And he gets turned by Sonny. And Sonny comes on, throws his ass in the corner, and starts welling away at him. Well, they trade jabs. Rodriguez would be a lot more dangerous if he was a better punch placer. He's not, though. He just throws them, and these shots supposed to land because the reflexes are there. The holes are there. But he's just not landing the way he should land. King Mike Hall, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you too, King Mike Hall, in the building. Ooh, good one, too. Yeah, that was kind of suspect. Whenever you see a commentator show one segment of the fight without seeing both guys like land the successful punches, that should tell you they're there for the judges, they're there for the propaganda, they're there for the narrative making. Good jab by Edwards. Oh, good right hook to the body by Rodriguez. Rodriguez is missing. He's missing big with the left. I think he really needs to throw it at a different position. Cut the ring off or something. I don't know. Ooh, good left and right. I think that hurt Edwards for a second. Now another right hook. Oh, good 1, 2, 3, 4 for Rodriguez. I think he needs to go on the inside. Keep working. He needs to keep working. Chop his ass down. Ooh, good jab from Sonny Edwards, though. Sonny Edwards comes in. Bap! Stick, makes him remember what it is. But look, oh shit. Like, wait a minute. Oh, this is gonna be a war. You can tell it's only 8th round. So you got 5 rounds after this. And Rodriguez he's able to do roughhouse tactics. He's able to move Edwards. Okay, we got 43 seconds left. Oh, good right hook by Edwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, good right left uppercut. Another left uppercut. Overhand left hook from Rodriguez. Oh, good right hook by Rodriguez. He needs a step. He needs a step. He needs a step to the left. Bop, bop. He needs to change positions because it looks like to me Sonny Edwards is hurt. He's hurt, bro. He's taking these shots. And look at his face. Then he comes back with 1, 2, maybe 3. I'm not really sure. Robbery if Edwards wins on cards. Yeah, he's hurt, bro. Sonny's hurt. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Bye, bye, bye.
Yep.
Definitely seeing the
Yep. Yeah, Bam's face is looking crazy right now. Oh, Rodriguez has landed 152 more than Edwards. That's bad, bro. Oh, good straight left. And see, all he has to do is keep the same pressure because the same pressure will equate the same or similar damage simply because, Edwards is not doing what he's supposed to do. Ooh, he just ate a straight left, and I think he tried to play that shit off. And he's trying to hold on. He's trying to hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Oh shit, they're looking at his face. Yeah, dude, he's bleeding everywhere. Nose, eyes, under the eyes. Straight left. Yeah, he's busting Edwards up. Oh shit. Oh, 1, 2. Oh! Left hook. Lands for Edwards. Yeah, dude, he has to hold on. He got a minute 13. Good straight left lands for Sonny. Oh, another left lands for Sonny. Jab lands for Sonny. Ooh, good right hook lands for Edwards. Ooh, good straight left and a right hook lands for Edwards. Ooh, good chopping right hook lands to the body for Edwards. Yeah. Talking about Edwards having thin skin. Jesus Christ. Look at his skin, bro. Oh! Down he goes. Straight left. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, dude, he ran right into that, trying to do too much. Oh, my God. Wow. Damn. Oh boy said it. I'd love to see if I bring the belts back to. That'd be badass to bring them back to San Antonio. Oh shit! They stopped it. They stopped it. They stopped it. It's over. Bam Rodriguez. Yo, they stopped it. They had to. Look at his face. His face looked like it's been through a cheese grater over here.
Wait, where?
Bada bing.
Let me see his face.
Beat down on a bully. Look, he did that shit, bro. That's how it is.
Which one? That one or that one?
One on the left. I'm shocked how easy Bam made that look. Well, I mean, he just had better skin. He had more aggressive attacks. Um, it's over, man. That's how it's done, people. And the story continues. I am fortunate to share, even though I don't know about these guys or their careers, we are learning it together. I think that's what a community is about, right? I think that they should fight again. I think that Rodriguez and Edwards, there's a reason they've been in the ring. Um, I think we should continue to learn together. I love all you guys. I thank God that you guys are here checking out the live stream with me. And we will see each other the next time these guys clash, because it's also now a part of Counterpunch Boxing News. You guys be good, be safe, be clear and focused, and everyone has been Counterpunch. Peace!